Hello, everybody. Welcome to Conversations with Spirit, where mystical encounters and practical wisdom converge in perfect harmony. I'm excited for you to join me today as I offered as, as I offer heartfelt mediumship and oracle card readings, as well as a dose of real world magic with my special manifestation tips. My goal is to bring fun while spirit takes the wheel. So, welcome to the Spirit Room, everybody. Hello, and please type in the chat if you're around. Hello, Elizabeth and Sue and Valerie. Nice to see you. Hi, Leanna. Nice to see you guys. I'm glad you guys are here. I was wondering if anybody would even come tonight because, got a lot of trick-or-treaters out there, right? So, okay. The veil is very thin right now. Hi, Stephanie. Thanks for coming. The veil is very thin today. Okay. This is that time of the year, right? You may be feeling your loved ones closer than you normally would. So, is anybody noticing that they might be feeling loved ones around a little bit more? What do you guys think? Have you been noticing even just weird stuff, like maybe the lights flickering where they normally don't, or you put something down here and it ends up over there, or that sort, or what's been happening to me? This is so bizarre. It's not really bizarre because all kinds of weird stuff happened in my house, but but what's been happening to me lately is I'll be sitting with like the other day, nobody was in the house except for me. I'm sitting in a chair, not moving. All of a sudden I hear this crash. And I'm looking around, nothing. Like nothing crashed. I don't even know. I do not know how that happened. But what you do when stuff like that happens, you just kind of look up and go, "Hey, how you doing?" Right? That's the best thing that you can do because they're there. Your loved ones are trying to get your attention. I love that. It's always weird for you. Elizabeth, you're great. That's great. So, if anybody has any questions about that, I wanted to start off the show maybe telling a few ghost stories. If anybody has any questions or if you have a really cool ghost story, I'd love to hear it. We would love to hear it. I'll read it if you put it in the chat. I'd love to hear them because this is that day. This is the day we're supposed to enjoy that stuff. you know, this is the day we enjoy the ghost stories. Okay. So I was thinking, exact same thing happened to me last week. No way, Elizabeth. That's crazy. A loud crash and nothing. Yes, exactly. And you know what? It's spirit. It's spirit talking to you. I love that. That is so cool. How did you react though, Elizabeth? Is what I'd like to know. Like, what did you do? Did you go like, what's going on? Or did you get scared? Because we don't like to get scared, Hey, Jackie, how are you? So yeah, okay. So I have some fun ghost stories. If somebody wants to type in theirs, I would love to hear them and I'll read them. Okay. I got some cool ghost stories. All right. So the first ghost story. It's not really a ghost story. It happened to me in a development circle. Okay. And this is so goofy, and I know, right? So a friend of ours, like in a development circle, it's a development circle is when mediums and psychics and those of us, we all get together and we sort of practice on each other, right? Because it's always important when you're in this work, you want to keep practicing. Okay? Because that's the only way you're going to get better at what you do is if you practice. And that's true not just of this work, it's true of any work, right? So anyway, so we're in the course or we're in the circle, and all of a sudden somebody says, like all of a sudden I start feeling somebody, like a spirit wants to blend with me, right? So I sit back and I allow the spirit to come in, and everything I'm saying is making sense to the person sitting ahead of me, in front of me, and I'm just sitting there saying all these different things, and I said, "Can you understand this? Can you take this?" And she's like, "Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can." And she eventually, and I'm like in kind of a trance state, right? And she looks at me and she goes, "You know who this is, right?" And I said, "I have no idea." And she said, "It's Jim Morrison." And I'm just like, right, right. So up until that moment, I was like, I was really one with this person because Jim Morrison, right? And he was like talking and he was saying things and coming through to me and all that stuff. Well, immediately I started fangirling, right? And I'm just like, oh my God, I was a massive Doors fan, right? A massive Doors fan. So I'm just sitting there like, okay, okay. And I start fangirling and I'm like, oh my God, Jim, this is like so cool or whatever. And he's like, I'm out. And he just left because he wasn't about, and it's true, he wasn't about that, that whole thing, So it was really kind of interesting. All right. So somebody has, okay. Elizabeth says, I was in bed and too tired to get up and somewhat unfazed. Oh, looked around the next day and saw nothing. Oh, and that's when you heard that crash, right? Oh my gosh. I love that. But that's good because it's spirit. So who else has a ghost story? Come on, share your ghost stories. I love it. Hello, Allison and Linda and Ward. Nice to see you, Linda. Nice to see you. So, okay, here is, and this is like a scary ghost story, right? So, right when I was first, getting into this stuff, I was trying to figure out, and this is what you should do, when you're first starting out in developing yourself, right? I was trying to figure out what I wanted to, like, where I wanted sort of my focus to be. And so I would like try different things and, missing persons. And then one time we were like ghost hunting, right? So I go, this friend of mine says, "Hey, I'm supposed to go to this place. Do you want to come with me?" And I'm like, okay, let's go. So we go to this house, right? And we go down in the downstairs, and apparently there was this whole big story about the downstairs, and it had to do with, like, it was like the house was accidentally, I don't know, I think, or whatever, built on a burial ground, a Native American burial ground, right? So big no, obviously, right? So we go downstairs and we're all feeling like there's something going on down there, but we couldn't, like, nothing was happening, but we could feel the energy, right? All of a sudden, we're downstairs and we look over at the door, and I saw this with my own eyes. The door goes like this and opens. Craziness, craziness, right? Craziness. Yeah, really a wild story. So we were just like, okay. Right, right, right. Oh my gosh. So funny. Hi, Susan. Oh, wait, whose birthday is it? Somebody's birthday. Whose birthday? On Halloween? That is just the best. Wait, whose birthday? I thought I saw that it was somebody's birthday. Everybody's saying happy birthday, but I don't know whose birthday it is. Happy birthday. Linda. Linda, is it your birthday? Hi, Cassandra. Nice to see you. Yeah. So happy birthday, Linda, on Halloween. How awesome is that? Right? Ah, amazing. So, okay. So, who would like a reading? I'm going to type. We'll see how fast I can go. Linda, happy birthday. Oh, and Elizabeth, yours was 2 days ago. Awesome. Happy birthday. Okay, so who would like a reading? I'm going to type in on the list. Linda definitely has to get a reading, right? Leanna, Sue, nice, nice. Yay, Stephanie, Jackie, and who would like a reading? Okay, so we're gonna start with this. Oh, hi, Ward. Okay, got it. I'm doing it a little differently this time, so to see if I can. Okay, Susan, you're on the list. Hi, Leona. You've got it. Elizabeth. Oops. And Lori, hi, Lori. Lori Russell. That name sounds familiar. Do I know you? How do I know you? Oh my gosh. Okay. So, are you guys all dressed up out there? And if anybody has a ghost story that they would like to share, please feel free to type it into the chat. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. I thought there was something in my water and we don't want that. Swallowing bugs while I'm doing a show, right? Oh my gosh. Okay. So we're going to start out with Linda because it's Linda's birthday. Okay. Linda, oh, that's so sweet. Elizabeth, no, I don't have a donation link. That would be something good to do, though, wouldn't it? No, thank you, though. I appreciate it. Okay, Linda, is there somebody specific you'd like to hear from? Or is there, like, I've got all the cards. I've got cards for days. I've got oracle cards for days. So tell me what it is that I can do. You'd love a reading. Okay, Linda. All right. So who is it that you'd like to hear from, Linda? Tell us that. Tell us that. Oh, Leona, cool. You know what? I know so many people whose birthdays are today. It's so bizarre. Like, do they try it on do they do that on purpose? Okay, so yeah, so Linda, you gotta tell me, Linda McKenna, you gotta tell me who you want to hear from. You know what though I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start out with a card with you, Linda. I'm feeling I'm feeling called. Your husband, Jim. Yes. I remember that your husband's Jim. I don't remember anything about him, full disclosure. I'm so sorry. Don't take that personally. Because I know I've given Linda a reading before, but I unfortunately I don't unfortunately I don't usually remember readings. So I'm sorry. Don't take it personally. It's all right. So Linda, we're starting you off with a card. Oh, very nice. And it's a very good card to have. Spirit Guardian of Summer. And it says expansion. And look at that. Look at that. The tree with all of the apples. Hi, Anne. I'm going to put you on the list. Okay, Anne, you're on the list. Um, okay. So, Linda. Wow, this is a lot of energy. I okay. So let me just get into to Jim because I'm pretty sure that this is Jim. You tell me, okay? I feel like that Jim is kind of a taller man, okay? And I'm feeling like I had music on before because I can't play music because we're on Facebook and the things and all that stuff. But so I had music on before I started, right? And I feel like that he loved music. I feel like that I don't know why, but I feel like that he liked, and so give me yeses and nos, okay, Linda. I feel like that he liked like 70s rock, which to me would be like, Fleetwood Mac, the Eagles, and that sort of thing. I've said that before. Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. Okay, well, then I guess that's a validation, right? Um, I feel like that's the kind of music that he liked. I also feel like that he is trying to he had me pull this card. And so I'm sitting here asking him, why did you have me pull this particular card? Because it's talking about expansion, okay? I feel like that he really would love to see you um he would love to see you have a little bit more freedom in your life, okay? Now, I don't know whether that means physical freedom, mental freedom. I don't really know. Oh, Boston and Coldplay. I love it. I love it. Um so yeah, Linda, I feel like that he wants you to hey Keith, how you doing? Happy Halloween. I feel like that he wants you to gain a little bit of freedom. I feel like don't ask me why I'm seeing this, but I'm seeing you truly just walking, not maybe the second, but I'm seeing you like walk out of the house, walking out the front door and just taking a walk. I feel like that he wants you to take a walk and get outside. Does that make sense to you? Are you like kind of wanting to like get outside more? Is that what this is about? Or he's really wanting you to feel a little bit freer and like want, this is going to sound crazy. And this, he's saying, if you say this, you can say this, but she's not going to, it's not something I would normally say. Like, feel one with like nature. So he's saying to me, he's like, no, that's not something I would really say, but that's what he wants you to do. You do need to get out more. He wants you to do that. He wants you to like start to allow yourself to enjoy your life a little bit better. Like, there's something about you enjoying your life. And like, yeah, he wants you to enjoy your life a little bit. Like, he's like I just feel like that sometimes she's just, this is him talking, like she's just waiting, and there's he wants you to get out more. Okay. And he said that before too. So I guess you're not doing what he's saying, right? He's also he's showing me like baked goods. You've been in the house too much. Um, thank you, Keith. um, he's me baked goods. Was there some, and I feel like that it's like a, I don't know, are they donuts? Are they donuts that he used to like a lot? Or like I'm like, there's some kind of baked good that he just loves, he just loves. I'm feeling like that he's telling me that he misses that flavor. He misses that. He's like, but honestly, that's like the only thing I really physical thing other than being with you, of course, but like food. There's something about food. I wouldn't call him necessarily a foodie. Like, I don't feel like he necessarily liked to try new things too much, but there were certain foods that he just really loved. Does that make sense to you, Linda? Um, he's showing me a birthday cake too. He's hoping, I donuts and Oreos. Okay, so the donuts is what I was seeing. Okay. Um, did he always make sure that there was a cake for you when he was here? Because there's something like he's showing me like this cake, and it's like he's presenting it to you. And obviously it's your birthday, so there's that. But was it Oreos that he always, but I feel like that he's presenting you with a cake. Like, I feel like that he would always make sure that you had this something special on your birthday. Had to have sweets in the house. My husband's the same way. He loves having sweets. Luckily, I don't really have a sweet tooth. I mean, I do, but I don't. You know what I mean? I'm a salty person. So at any rate, so okay, so the message that he has for you, let me tap into him again. Um, he's the reason why he was showing me having me hear the music is because I feel like that he is, there's a song that you always think about him when you hear, and he's not telling me what the song is, but he's telling me that he plays it. He tries to get it to come on the radio for you or whatever, so yeah. Hi, Diane. No, this isn't a private reading. Well, it's a private reading for Linda, but everybody's listening. So yay. Yeah. So, and I can put you on the list if you'd like a short reading. Sure. Hi, Candace. So anyway, he obviously he loves you. He is with you. When you are, and I'm not going to get too private about this, but when you are laying in bed, do you feel him kind of sometimes, like, does it feel like that he's actually getting in the bed with you sometimes? Because that's what he is talking to me about. Okay. He's showing me that, or making me feel like that you feel that sometimes. So, um, Yeah, so just so you know, okay, that's what he's there for you. He's thinking about you. Um he is with you no matter what. Okay? So, I'm just going to leave you with that, Linda. Happy birthday to you. And Jim absolutely loves you. Absolutely loves you, of course. Okay. So, all right, Keith, I'm putting you on the list. We got Nicole. It's okay that you're a little late. That's all right. You guys are so cute. Okay. So I'm gonna do oh, what is the reason behind that my experiences in the astral realm seem limited to only smelling, hearing, and feeling without the ability to see? It's like the place where I go in the astral realm takes me to oh shoot. Why does it do that? It's like the place where I go in the astral realm takes my vision from me, like stealing it. I always thought we were able to put our boundaries, but feel like on this experience, I'm not even possible to say a thing. It makes me have a lot of questions. Well, you know what? The only thing I can say about that, Ward, is that it's part of your journey. Maybe they're working on you sort of developing your other clairs, let's just say. I mean, and I get that it's in the astral realm, but they're helping you work on your clairs in the astral realm. Okay. So it's just part of your journey. You have to you can't really get so caught up in the I want to do this, I want to do that, because Spirit's going to do what Spirit's going to do. Spirit is going to show you what you are supposed to learn at any given time. Okay. You can always say, okay, now this I've done. Okay. When I feel like that I'm at a certain place and I'm kind of whatever, sometimes I'll say, Spirit, I can level up. Please level me up. Like take me to the next place. I'm ready to move on. Take me to the next place. Okay, but my intuition tells me to, okay, um, it feels not good. So, what I would say, Ward, is I would, if I were you, meditate on it, talk to your spirit guides. Okay. Do you meditate? Do you talk to your spirit guides? Having a relationship with them is kind of key to all of it. Okay. So I'm just going to say it that way. Okay. Really great question, though. Great question. But what I do is whenever I feel like that I'm like, I don't want to say dissatisfied, but whenever I feel like I'm in a rut sort of thing, I'll ask them to level me up. Okay. And, ask why this is happening. Okay. So try that. Good luck. Report back to us. All right. So, Leanna, I am doing that. The full moon kicked. Oh, I know. Didn't the full moon kick our butts? Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. So, Leanna, are you still here? Are you one of the ones that typed something in? I can't really. Leanna. Hi, Leanna. Leanna. Oh, there you are. Okay. So Leanna, what can I do for you? Can I pull a card for you? Or is there actually, you know what I'm supposed to do? Leanna, can I pull a card for you? Is there an area of your life you'd like some clarity on? Or is there somebody in spirit you'd like to hear from? I cannot never promise. I love saying this because it just really, to me, encapsulates the whole thing. I can never promise who is going to come through. I can always try, obviously, but I can promise that whoever does come through is going to give you the message that you need to hear. And I also like to say towards the beginning of all of this is that sometimes when you hear a message that's actually for somebody else, you can take a nugget of that for yourself. So I always like to say that. So keep that in mind. Okay. So Leanna would like to hear from your mom. Oh, that's awesome. My mom is always right here. Okay. All right, Leanna. First of all, I am pulling. Oh, this is so interesting. I just pulled a card from you. Okay, Leanna, and check out what it says. It says lost in space, and then it says needing direction. Look how beautiful that card is, though. Really cool looking, right? Um, so interesting card for you. All right. Um, you're gonna laugh at me when I say this, and this is where, so Leanna, I need yeses and nos. Okay, whenever I start talking, okay, so you got to tell me if this is your mom or not, or whoever it is. Okay, there's a lady. Wow, she's lots of energy. I just went whoa. It just like, whoa. Okay, so this lady is stepping forward. I'm gonna say it this way, and she has got the funnest personality. So you tell me if this makes sense for your mom or maybe somebody else. It feels like it would be like one generation up. So it might be your mom, might be an aunt, might be a friend, that sort of thing. Um so so Leanna, I feel like that she had the best personality, okay? Um I feel like that she has shorter hair. She's not like the way I'm seeing her isn't quite exactly a full on I'm seeing her, but I am seeing sort of a like shadowy thing. So I'm seeing like shorter hair, kind of curly, and I feel like that she's on the thinner side. Um okay. So Leanna, does that make sense to you regarding your mom? Okay. Um Does that make sense to you regarding your mom, Leanna? This lady is, oh, yes, short hair. Okay. Was she thin? I feel like that this lady is thin. Now, again, I'm seeing her kind of like in a mist. I know that sounds bizarre, but I'm seeing her in kind of like a mist. I'm not actually seeing like a full on face. She was kind of thin. Okay. And does the personality sound right? Like, I feel like that she always tried I feel like that her like mission in life was to make other people happy, you know? And she's telling me that because that's kind of how I kind of roll. Like, I really want people to be happy in their lives, right? And so that's why I do a lot of lives and all that kind of stuff. But that's what she's telling me about her, you know? She just liked to have fun. Exactly. Like, she was fun. I just feel like that she liked to have fun, and she tried really hard not to let the serious things drag her down, if you want to say it like that, right? I feel like that I feel like I'm seeing her in like this could be like the 1970s, right? Okay, so you tell me if this makes sense. I'm feeling like like I'm in the 1970s, and I feel like that I'm dressed like that with the bell bottoms and all that kind of stuff. Oh my god. And I feel like that I'm seeing a lot of what's the word when you all get together? Not partying necessarily, but like I feel like that she liked to entertain a lot. I feel like that maybe she didn't have them over to her house, but I feel like that she liked to go out and have fun and like just do things with other people. I feel like that there was a big friend group. Okay. Um I feel like that she used another music person. I feel like she used to listen to a lot of music. So yeah, Leanna, does this sound familiar to you? Does this sound right? Now this doesn't necessarily have to always be in the 70s, okay? But not really. Okay. Okay. I wonder why I'm getting that. Well, were you born in the 70s? Were you like was this before you were born maybe? Because I'm wondering if she's showing me back to the 70s because maybe she, used to play, before you were born. I'm sorry to say it that way, but you were born in the 60s? Me too. Yay. um okay, so I'm wondering like what exactly she didn't like music? Did she Did she like to dance around and stuff? That's just what I'm seeing. Like there's like a love of music and just allowing the things. She was young when I was born. I'm just seeing like a lot of like having fun. Like she liked to have fun, and there was always fun in the house. Um, but music played a part, you know. So yeah, tell me if that doesn't make sense to you. Does that not make sense to you about the music? Um, yeah. Okay. So let me see. I'm asking her for validative points, right? She liked music and we had a lot of family gatherings later on in her life. Okay. So she's probably showing me like a version of that. Okay. Um, okay. So she's showing me a heart. She's showing me a heart. I feel like was it a locket of something? A locket or something. It meant a lot to her. Okay. So this it feels like it was a heart locket and it meant a lot to her, and I don't know if you have it or if it got lost or something, but she's just highlighting this like locket type thing or this heart. It's not very big. I'm doing this and it looks like it's like really big, but it doesn't seem like it's really that big. It seems like it's kind of small. And it meant a lot to her, and I don't know where she got it from, but whoever gave it to her, it made it was something that she just cherished. Um, she didn't, she wasn't the type of person to, she's telling me to like care about physical things, so to speak, like, I'm just getting that she didn't, I mean, we all care about physical things to a certain degree, but it wasn't like that important to her that she had a few things in her life that were, that were important to her, and they were just small things. Um, yeah, so do you know about this locket? Do you understand? It might not be a locket, but I'm usually when it's a heart, it's kind of a locket, you know what I mean? Do you understand the heart or the locket or anything like that? Does that make sense to you? Um, and you may not have it. It may have gotten lost. I'm kind of feeling like that it may have gotten lost because I don't know that I don't know that it was like clear to anybody else that she really cherished this locket kind of thing. She had a necklace she wore a lot. Was it a heart by any chance? Do you know? So yeah. So okay, so let me give you a message. I'm seeing her, tell me if this makes sense, right? I'm seeing her like doing this to you. Like I'm seeing her stroking your head. Like I just feel like that you think it was a cross. Okay. All right. So okay, so answer me this. Do you remember her ever like did you like ever like put your head on her lap or something or have her like put your head on her shoulder or something and have her or not maybe not had her stroke, but do you remember her doing that? Because I feel like that's what she's doing. I feel like that she comes to you a lot. She's with you a lot. I feel like that you have stuff um going on that is I wouldn't say big, but just stuff that worries you a little bit here and there. And I feel like that's like her way of comforting you. Like she comes to you um and does that. It's like a comfort thing. So this is what I want to say, and this is what I feel like that she wants me to tell you to in those times know that she's there to comfort you, um, and to make you feel better. Like she really wants to make you feel better because I don't necessarily think that these things that are happening in your life right now are like big, massive, dramatic things, but I do kind of feel like that she just wants to make you feel better. So I'm gonna leave you with that. That's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I know that is right, Keith. I agree. That's a beautiful message. So, Leanna, much love to you. Much love to you. Your mom is her energy is very sweet, very sweet. So, loving that. Okay, so what I'm going to do bing, bam, boom cards. I know I just said bing, bam, boom, didn't I? You're welcome, Leanna. Okay. So next is, let's see who's next. Sue. Sue, are you still here? I am just going to yank cards and we're just going to go for it. Okay. So Sue, are you still here? Got to answer the door when the little ones come to the door. So if you're not here, I get it. Oh, yay, Sue, you're still here. Great. Okay. So I have a card for you. All right. I'm going to do cards. I'm just going to do cards and we'll see if spirit guides come through or whatever. Okay. So Sue. Oh, this is interesting. Wow. I've never pulled this card before. And it says me talks. And then it says repairing the body, mind, spirit. Look at that. Look at that card. Oh my gosh. I love that it says me talks. That's like so cool. It's like this person in a bathtub, right? And it's like there's all sorts of things happening. Actually, yeah, it's really cool. I'm going to show it to you again, right? Look at that card. That is so cool. You know, I don't I'm not a doctor. I don't give medical advice, okay? No, Diane, you didn't. You're down. You're on there. Don't worry. um, what I'm getting is about this. Oh, you just took a bath last week and popped a rib out. Oh no, that's terrible. What I'm getting, Sue, is that I'm really getting that you really need to take some me time. It's really, really okay for you to take some me time. And I don't mean just like closing the door and like reading a book. I feel like that I'm supposed to tell you to get out and if you can, if you popped a rib, I mean that's another thing, but like I feel like I want to tell you to like reconnect with like I feel like I want to tell you to go, this is going to sound crazy, go into the woods. Jeez. If you can, if you live near like the woods, I feel like I want to see you within the trees. Okay? That's what I feel like I want to tell you, to live, to like be within the trees. Okay? I know that sounds bizarre, but there's something about the energy of the trees. Okay? Um yeah. So I feel like that is the message I'm supposed to tell you. And I feel like that I am like totally you're going to Vancouver next week, headed into the mountains. And there you go. So spend some time. That's going to be perfect. Like, I feel like that this trip for you is perfectly timed, number one. Number two, it's exactly what you need. And it's good for the me talks. I love that. Spend some time. And I know this might sound crazy and you can do it without other people seeing you, but hug a tree. Have you ever actually hugged a tree? I have done it when I'm all alone because I don't want anybody to think I'm like really bizarre, right? Which I am anyway, but hug a tree and feel the Mother Earth energy. Do you know how much energy comes off trees? You do with your daughter. That's awesome. That's great. That is so fantastic. So do that. Okay. Like hug the tree and be there. Okay. Be with the tree, be one with the tree, and just feel that energy. I feel like that Mother Earth wants to nourish you. I know that might sound bizarre, but I feel like that Mother Earth wants to nourish you. Okay. So much love to you. And wow, I'm so excited for you for that trip. That sounds like so much fun. So much fun. Yeah. So cool. Okay, Stephanie is next. Stephanie, are you still here? Stephanie. Stephanie. Yes. Hugs. Stephanie, are you still? Yay, Stephanie's here. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card and we're going to see where this goes. Okay. Ooh. Okay, now don't get like worried, oh, I was I'm sure you meant to say walking. Walking on a trail today and hearing the leaves under my feet. Yeah, it was amazing. And you hugged a tree too. That's so cool. And you can take a walk out, Keith, because you live in Maine, right? So you can actually be outside again. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to say any more about that. Okay. So Stephanie, don't freak out when you see this card. All right. Okay. But this is a really interesting card. Okay. And it says lost compass, getting back to integrity. Okay. Look at that. Now, Stephanie, I'm not saying that you're out of integrity, and I'm not saying that you don't have integrity in your life, right? That's not what it's about. Sometimes when we get the card that talks about integrity, hi, Roseanne. Sometimes when we get the card about integrity, it's not about being deceitful or being dishonest. It's not like in your life. It's not what that's about. Sometimes it's about getting in touch with your heart. Okay. Sometimes it's about going back into your heart space and kind of reconnecting with yourself. Okay. So, Stephanie, that's kind of what I'm feeling for you. I feel like that your guides and my guides are sitting having a conversation, and they're saying to you, I think it's time for you to take just a little bit of time for yourself and go into your heart space and reconnect with yourself. And you know what? As I'm sitting here saying that, it sounds so good. Like I want to do that. you know, like I really want to feel that connection with in my heart space. So, yeah. So, Stephanie, does that make sense to you? Do you feel like that you're just maybe a little disconnected from yourself lately? It kind of feels like that. And I have to tell you, sorry, I really had to get a drink there. Definitely makes sense. And it's not like it's a bad thing. You know what I mean? It's not like it's a horrible, nasty thing, right? It's just that sometimes you need to get reconnected with yourself. I would say go on to Insight Timer or another meditation app or whatever. And Insight Timer you can get on there for free and do a whole lot. I mean, there's a paid version that you can pay for too, but it's amazing, right? So I would say, Stephanie, that meditation could be like a really, really great thing for you to do. And that's part of the going back into your heart space. You know what you can do? What I love this, and this is actually what I'm going to do too, right? We'll do this together, okay? Go into your, not right this second, but we'll do it and we'll meet up here next week. And right. Sit in meditation, right? And just it doesn't have to be a big dramatic meditation thing, but put your hand over your heart. There's something about when we put our hands over our heart. There's something that kind of reconnects. It's like our body and our heart are reconnecting. I don't know why that is, but that's what happens, right? I feel like that if you sat there just like this, first of all, I really feel like that tears will flow because I'm feeling really close to tears right now, just even in sitting here doing this. I really feel like that you will find there's peace that's needed. I feel like that you might find some peace, you know? So yeah, Stephanie, okay? Try that and see how that goes for you. That's a good way to start kind of getting yourself back to who you are, So much love to you, Stephanie. Jackie, are you still here, Jackie? Jackie. My friend Jackie, are you still here? Jackie. Oh, maybe Jackie left. Maybe Jackie had to go. Because that this is trick or treat night, I can't believe none of you have a ghost story that you're gonna type into the chat for me. Come on, you gotta send me. Somebody has got to have a ghost story that they want to give me back there. So, okay, Jackie, this card is for you. Oh my God, I've never pulled this card before either. Jackie, it says Will o' the Wisp, and then it says treasures hidden in the shadows. And it's really interesting that you should get this card because, Jackie, I really feel like that you are there's so much happening. Let's see, how do I want to say this? Sorry, I'm trying to get it right, and my guides and everybody's talking to me at the same time. Yes, I know. It sounds like I'm schizophrenic. I really don't think I am, right? What I'm getting about this is you have a lot of stuff hidden within you. You have a lot of spiritual gifts that you are, and yes, you are when you practice, because I know this to be true. When you practice and when you really, really put your forth the effort, things happen. But I feel like that there's a lot in here that's just like in here, and it's like, come on, let it out. Like I feel like that all these gifts are inside, and it's like, come on, let it out, you know? And I feel like that it's not about um it's not about you not I feel like that there's some fear in there. Let's just put it that way. Okay. And there's fear attached to it. And when you allow yourself to surrender to that, whatever it is that spirit has for you, your gifts are just gonna go flying. Okay. So keep that in mind. Okay. Just keep that in mind. Okay. All right. So very good, Jackie. Nicole says, I swear I have a crazy photo which is definitely paranormal related, but nobody believes me. It's so funny because I know I was alone. Ooh, that's so cool. I love it. So who is it? Do you know who it is? That's so cool. Love that. And then Elizabeth says, I would like to know if the person, oh wait, Elizabeth, you're down the row on the list a little bit. I'd like to know if the person I spoke with today has plans to reach out to me or would like to. There's a huge supernatural ongoing story behind this, and it's so important to me. Okay. All right. So okay, so hold on. We've got Susan. Okay, Susan is next. I'm getting there. I'm trying to get to everybody. So cool. That's a really cool story though, Nicole. It's pretty cool. Susan, are you still here? Yay, Susan's here. Oh, from Canada. Okay. All right, Susan, I am pulling a card for you, but that sounded like I was from Boston. I'm pulling a card for you. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Susan, this is kind of cool. Look at that. It says winter's dream, and then it says gestation period. I am feeling like you are at a time, I feel like that you're ramping up. I feel like that your guides are telling me that you are at a place right now where you're ramping up. Like you're in this place of like, okay, let's all of our all of my ideas. I feel like that you have all these ideas and there's stuff happening, percolating. And I feel like that you're in this like ramping up phase. And I don't know in terms of what, in terms of what I don't know, but I feel like that percolating. And I feel like that things are moving forward and you're just kind of moving forward. How does that sound to you? Does that sound right? I feel like that. And I usually don't do timing on things, but I feel like the next 3 months for you is going to be really like inward. And then I feel like that after that is like, we're just going to keep, like things are just going to really start taking off. Does that make sense to you, Susan? Hi, Georgina. Does that make sense to you, Susan? I don't know in terms of what. It kind of feels spiritual to me, but I can't you hope things get better. It kind of feels spiritual, but I feel like that there's an element of humanity in there too. You know, I feel like that there's an element of humanity. I feel like that your guides are telling me to start to really like listen to yourself and like trust yourself. I feel like that they're like telling me, you know, she's got all this great stuff in her head, but it's like trusting yourself and trusting your own judgment, your intuition in your solar plexus. Trust that stuff, okay? And keep moving forward, okay? Meditate. You guys know I'm like the queen of like telling people to meditate, right? So try that, okay? All right. Okay. So, all right. So Susan, all right, Diane, you're next. Is Diane still here? Diane, are you still here? I know, Susan, best of luck to you. Yeah, I can just I feel like heartbreak when I tap into your energy. And I just wish you the best. Okay, Diane, are you still here? Okay. So, all right. So next is Leona. Oh, wait, what's going on? Oh, oops. Everything's happening here. Oh my gosh, Leona, are you still here? Wow, I got cards that flipped over. Really interesting. Hi, Lorraine. Oh my gosh, they're all like, this is crazy. Oh my gosh, you guys. Like, normally they say, oh, whenever you do something, and okay. All right, Leona. Leona, are you still here? Leona. I'm actually going to do this again because I screwed something up. Okay, so Leona, I don't believe is here anymore either. Okay, Elizabeth, are you still here? Sorry, I'm going in the order that I got. And I'm trying to get everybody that at least was initially on the list. So, okay, hold on, Lorraine. Okay, here, hold on. Marlu. Okay, so I think we lost Elizabeth too. Okay, Lori, are you still here? Lori, are you still here? Okay, so I've got Lori, and then I've got Anne. Oh, you're in Wales. How awesome. Oh, I want to come visit you. Oh, I so would love to come visit you. Would love that. Oh, Elizabeth is here. Yay. Okay, Elizabeth. Were you answering the door because you had a trick or treater? Love that. Okay, Elizabeth, this card is for you. How funny, considering I just said, were you answering the door? And then look what I pulled. Closing door. Completion. Oh my gosh, that is so funny and cool. And okay, so Elizabeth, check this out. Okay, this is a really awesome message for you, right? I feel like that you and I feel like that you already know this. So I feel like that. Oh, Lori is here. Okay, Lori, you'll be next. Um, Elizabeth, I really, really feel like you already know all of this. Okay, so tell me if this makes sense to you. Elizabeth, I feel like that you, first of all, I feel like you're like the nicest person like ever. Okay. So I'm going to say it to you that way. Number one. Number two, I feel like that you are in the process of coming to terms with a couple things that are in the completion phase in your life. Okay. Now, I don't know if that necessarily means like, if that means like relationships or a job or something along those lines. I don't know. But oh, you have a question. Oh, what was your question before? I'm so sorry. What was your question? Because I missed the question. Sorry. I'm going back. Oh, I would like to know if the person I spoke to today has plans to reach out to me. There's huge supernatural story going on. Ooh, cool. Okay. All right. So now, hi, Courtney. I missed you before. I didn't see you. I missed some of these comments. I apologize. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry. I just had to go back and read your question, Elizabeth. All right. So the closing door. Um, I feel like that this door is closing. Okay. Regarding the person. Okay. That doesn't mean that they're not going to reach out, but I feel like that there's something else. There's another situation that is better that is coming for you. Ooh, that sounds like weird that I said it that way, right? That is coming for you. That's coming for you. But I feel like that there is another situation that is percolating. Okay. So I'm not quite getting that that this situation today is going to like pan out the way you want it to, but I do feel like that something is going to be happening down the line. Does that make any sense to you at all, Elizabeth? Yeah, I really feel like that you are like the nicest person ever, and you never really want to hurt anybody. Okay, but I feel like that I'm supposed to tell you to definitely use your intuition on this ongoing situation. Okay, so Elizabeth, I hope that that makes sense to you, and wow, much love to you. um that's crazy. It feels like it's not, this situation today isn't going to be the way you want it to be, but later on there's going to be other stuff happening that's going to be just as good if not better than what you were anticipating. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave you with that, Elizabeth. Good luck. Good luck. Okay, Lori, your turn. Okay, Lori. All right. Lori. Lori, hopefully you're still here because I'm going to go because I have 3 minutes left. Okay. Oh, it's not making sense right now, but nice person. Yes. Okay. Um, do me a favor though, and just kind of remember this card. Remember the closing door and completion. Okay. Remember that card. All right. Remember that card and then see what happens. Just remember the card. Use your intuition. Okay. Um, wow, Elizabeth, there's just so much I could say. So other stuff means other person. Yes, I think so. I think so. Okay. All right. So Lori. Yay, Lori. Okay. Lori, this is for you. And it says the Garden of Venus. Ooh, much excitement about this, right? Rest and renewal. I feel like that you have that there is a specific circumstance going on right now uh for you, and it's taking a lot of brain power. And give me yeses and nos if you could, Lori. It's taking a lot of brain power for you. It's taking a lot, and because it's taking brain power, it's also taking some of your energy. Okay, Lori, does that make sense? um but what I feel like that I'm supposed to say to you, Lori, is try not to allow it to jump too much further. What am I trying to say? Try not to let it take too much of who you are. Okay. And because it's when it says rest and renewal, okay, when it says rest and renewal, I don't necessarily mean that you're supposed to go to a spa or something somewhere, but I do feel like that this thing is taking a lot of your energy and it doesn't need to. Okay. Um, and again, I know I sound like a broken record about meditation, but I feel like that meditation could help about this. Okay. I feel like that meditation could really help you with that. Okay, Lori. Um, I feel like that, and just really fast because I have to go here in a second, but I feel like that there is an older man, an older gentleman. Lori, is your father in spirit? Because I feel like that he's trying to direct you. I feel like that he's in a direct, like he wants to direct you, as to how you should go or that sort of thing. So, Lori, does that make sense to you that your father would be here trying to like help you sort things out and uh help you with a certain circumstance that's going on. Does that make sense, Lori? Yes. Okay. Your father is like he's like so great, right? And he's amazing to be there, right? I think he's extraordinary for you. He's doing everything he can to help you. Okay. So yeah, so I'm going to leave you with that, Lori. Good luck. Oh my gosh. And to everybody, good luck. And I'm sorry I didn't get to everybody. I try to do this every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific, which would be 7 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays. I am also, I do live on Insight Timer at 5 on Thursdays. And go to my website and check out what I have going on. I'm gearing up. I don't have very many events coming up for the rest of the year, but starting, oh my gosh, in 2024, starting on January 1st, I've got this whole thing planned up. So go and sign up for my newsletter so you can be the first to know, because this whole manifestation thing is going to be like big, right? And it's in conjunction with my book, and I'm just super excited. So, all right. So much love to you all. I will be here next week. If I didn't get to you, I so apologize. Nothing personal. Spirit directs me, right? So much love to you all. Have a beautiful night, everybody. Namaste. Happy Halloween.